I am so proud to say I cancelled my wedding. And when I say proud, I mean it with my full chest. Because if I had ignored what I saw that night, I might have been telling a very different story today. Maybe from inside a marriage I was trying to survive instead of escape. Now, let me tell you what really happened. When my fiancé told me he wanted to take me to his family house to formally introduce me, I was excited. In our culture, meeting the family is not a small step. It means the wedding is close. It means you're already being seen as a wife. I packed my bags with joy. I even bought gifts. Wrappers for the mother, wine for the father, small things for the nephews and niece. I was nervous but happy. This was the man I planned forever with. When we arrived, everything looked normal. The house was big, not too modern but comfortable. His father was quiet but welcoming. His mother smiled a lot, the kind of smile that looked practiced. The three brothers were around. The two sisters were already married and had come visiting with their children. Everyone acted warm. His mother hugged me and said, "You are welcome, my daughter." She held my hand tightly and I thought it was affection. Now I know better. We ate together. We laughed. They asked me questions about my job, my family, how we met. My fiancé kept smiling proudly like he had chosen well. If you had asked me that evening whether I was sure about marrying him, I would have said yes without thinking. But night came, and with night came the truth. We were given a room to sleep in. I was tired but too excited to sleep deeply. Around midnight, I heard a sound. At first, I thought it was wind. Then I heard it again. A thud, then a cry. I sat up. "Did you hear that?" I whispered. My fiancé turned in bed lazily. "Hear what?" Another sound. Louder this time, like something is falling. Then I heard it clearly. A woman's voice crying, begging. My heart started beating fast. "That is your mom," I said. He didn't move. Then came a sharp slap, the kind that echoes, followed by shouting. A man's voice, angry, aggressive, uncontrollable. I freezed. "That is your dad," I said quietly. He sighed. "Lie down," he replied. "Lie down?" I questioned him. Another crash. Something breaking. The crying became louder, desperate. I could hear words now. "Please stop, please." I jumped out of bed. "What is going on?" I asked. He sat up, irritated. "It is nothing. Go back to sleep," he said. "Nothing," I asked him again. "Your father is beating your mother and it is nothing to you." I went towards the door. He grabbed my hand. "Don't go there." "Your father is beating your mother," I said again. And he replied, "That is their issue." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. The noise didn't stop. It got worse. We stepped into the corridor. The other two brothers were standing there too, watching, listening, not moving. I looked at them in shock. "Why are you standing like this? He's hurting her," one of them hissed. "It will finish soon." "Finish soon?" I asked. Inside that room, their father was beating their mother like she was not human. I heard fabric tears. I heard her scream in pain. At one point, the door opened slightly and I saw it. He had torn her blouse. She was on the floor trying to cover herself. Then he kicked her. I will never forget that image for the rest of my life. 5 grown children in that house, 2 daughters married, 3 sons standing at the corridor, and nobody moved. I mean, nobody. I tried to step forward to help her, but my fiancé held me back, harder this time. "Don't embarrass us," he said. "Embarrass who? Are you crazy? She's been beaten." He lowered his voice. "My mother can be very stubborn. She overdoes things. She knows how to push him." That was the moment something broke inside me. "You are justifying this. Your father is tearing your mother's clothes, beating her like an animal, and your explanation is that she's stubborn." I looked at the other brothers. They looked bored, used to it. One of them even yawned. That was normal to them. "Normal?" I asked, very surprised. Eventually, the noise reduced. The father stormed out and went outside. The mother remained inside the room, crying softly. Nobody checked on her. Nobody. After some minutes, I saw her come out slowly. Her wrapper was tied loosely. Her face was swollen. She didn't look at anyone. She walked past her sons. They stepped aside casually. She went outside and spread a mat on the veranda. She slept there, outside, in the cold night. And her sons, including the one I was planning to marry, went back to their beds like nothing happened. I didn't sleep. I mean, how could I? I kept thinking, if he could stand there and watch his father beat his mother, what will he do when it is me? If he can say she is stubborn and deserve it, what will he say when I overdo something? Will I become the next woman sleeping outside? Will my clothes be torn? Will my children stand and watch? That night, I saw my future clearly, and it was not pretty. Morning came. His mother was already in the kitchen cooking like nothing happened. Her face was swollen. She avoided eye contact. The father was reading newspaper calmly. The brothers were laughing. My fiancé kissed my cheek like everything was fine. I felt sick. After breakfast, I told him I needed to go home early. He looked surprised. Why? We plan to stay till evening. I need to leave, I said firmly. On my way back, he tried to act normal. I was quiet. Finally, I asked him, if your father hits me like that one day, what will you do? He laughed and said, my father won't hit you. That is not what I ask. If you ever hit me like that, what will happen? He frowned. Why are you talking like this? He asked. You saw how my mother behaves. Dear, that sentence sealed it. You saw how my mother behaves, meaning violence is acceptable if the woman misbehaves, meaning he has already justified it in his mind. I turned to him and said calmly, please, don't come to my house again. He thought I was joking. I am serious, I said. The wedding is off. His face changed immediately. Because of that small thing? Small thing, I asked. Beating your wife half naked and throwing her outside is a small thing. I realized then that we were not even speaking the same language of value. To him, it was normal. To me, it was a red flag so big that it could cover the whole sky. If you can watch your father do that and support him, then one day it will definitely be my turn. He was angry. He said I was overreacting. He said every family have issues. He said I should not involve myself in things that doesn't concern me. But it concerns me because that family could have been my family. That house would have been my second home. That woman would have been my mother-in-law. And that man who stood there doing nothing would have been my husband. No, I said. I choose peace. I choose safety. I choose to walk away before I became a story people whisper about. So yes, I cancelled my wedding. Some people say I was too harsh. Some said I should have talked it out. Some said marriage requires patience, but patience is not endurance of abuse. Love is not silent in the face of violence. And marriage is not a rehabilitation center for a man who thinks beating a woman is normal. If you were me, what would you have done? Would you continue and hope he changed? Would you run while your legs can still carry? As for me, I no do again and I have no regrets. Please drop in the comment section what you would do if you are me and if you are in my situation. See you guys on the next one.